Getting into it, the group of you have paid a great toll in that of damage to your weapons and armor, in the assistance of the completion of the contract held by Lend of the Death Deniers. You took some time and shared your tale with him in the hopes of garnering a modicum of understanding and allyship. He in turn expressed the details of the Death Deniers' activities over the roughly last year, and between the two groups, you've learned that they are not the only ones that's been activating henges. There's been at least one other individual or faction, not of the Bloody Mad Dogs or the Death Deniers. He's departed as the group of you have completed your long rest and then started your return trip to Elderthorn. These corrupted rust monsters that you fought had a similar ichor-like substance evocative of the sap of the pinwood, damaging your ferrous materials. Magical and non-magical alike, however. From Lend, you learned that other members of his cadre were scattered to the winds, investigating similar, if not the same, occurrences in and about the regions of other henge gates. On your way back to Elderthorn, it takes you the better part of a day's hike. You're all capable individuals. You have some things pending. Dr. Zillan Boonecraft of the Opulent Depths Mining Company has agreed to formulate a plan to help root out the spy of the Devil's Buccaneers, somewhere within the midst of the company. The Devil's Buccaneers themselves, helmed by Lady C, who's named herself Commodore of the powerful pirate fleet that currently controls Brigand's Hold, and are the victims of your recent daring burglary of their vault, held in the Negative Ethereal. Vergisiv, carried by Aeolus, is currently drawing him to the north by northwest, depending on your longitude at the moment, which suggests somewhere on the far side of the Cloudspine Mountains, perhaps the jungles with the Furbolg, or beyond, which lies just south of the as of yet unvisited Taltha of Karad by all except Jaya, as it is her home. Siegfried himself having mixed feelings, having learned that it is a predominantly Goliath community that relies upon an extensive use of slavery. Other things are currently churning in the southern seas as well. You have Ithisi the Storm, a powerful dragon that has currently robbed you of a very powerful and important artifact, which, if you are generous enough to try to recover it, would go a long way towards stabilizing the city of Akkad on the far western side of the continent in the coming months as their coronation approaches in the wake of their last king's death. This is where we are picking up as you are traveling towards Elderthorn. I'd like all of you to make a perception check for me.
I'm not sure what happened on that first check. Where all that crap came from. But...
Oh, the abjuration? I don't know. 10, 18, 8, 17, 23, 20. Okay. I will keep them in mind. The day is yours. You have a little bit of travel left. What would you like to do?
Can I get a list of everything that's broken? Slash damaged.
We have Hallie's armor, which is magical.
Yeah, morning steel, but not shade and shine. So it's just the armor.
We fixed, or Tang fixed, Gunnan's armor.
I think I fixed the shield.
Right. So then he has the other, whether it's the armor that needs to be fixed, and then Aeolus's regular half plate, which he has plans for anyway.
What if Siegfried's got broken? Or
I think Siegfried's shield, completely broke.
Okay.
So we have to fully replace it.
Correct. Siegfried's shield is 100% destroyed.
So in terms of repair, we have Helly's magic armor, Dunnan's armor, and an Aeolus's half plate.
Yep.
Okay. While we're walking, is it possible for me to cast Greater Restoration again?
Casting time is in action, right?
Yeah.
Then, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Greater Restoration on Helly's armor and fix it.
Thank you.
Use up some more diamonds then.
I had 400 gold pieces worth of diamond dust, so that's what I'm using up first before I grind up any of my other diamonds.
Okay. You only need the one casting of the spell to make a full repair of the armor. So Helly's armor is back to normal. Of note, Hellrest, you do see the spots that it has sort of been eaten away has left this sort of almost like you see it sort of almost like a salt stain line where the armor has been magically sort of reworked and rewoven. It doesn't appear to be on the surface. It's just a feature of the armor. There's clearly like almost like a scar on the armor of the damage, but it seems completely functional. It's mostly cosmetic.
Excellent.
So then, what is the group's decision? Head back to Elderthorn, Reese, apply anything that we need to, and then head out?
That's Helly's gut.
And where are we up to?
I know that he had spoken about Armskirk and Hollow.
Well, that's easy then. I can bring us there.
I'd like to visit home. Make sure everyone's okay. We're gonna need some of their resources if we want to go up against that dragon.
And if it's not too much of an ask, seeing if the Otis would help recover what we lost.
Yeah.
He nods. Question. So Greater Restoration allows me to remove reduced hit points. Does that mean that I can use it to also heal our party from the hit points that they lost in the alternate realm?
Let me double check on that. I need to pull up my rules for the negative ethereal. Reduction is permanent, can only be restored by the means of power word, heal, or wish spells, or magic of similar strength. So if you cast it at 9th level, then yes.
Not there yet. Let's hope the seeds work.
Yeah. If not, we can just try to grab some warmer clothes. Since the dragon now has access to the rain.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Anin, want to go for another drinking contest when we get back?
You're not fooling me twice, but I will drink anyway.
That didn't go so well last time.
I don't know what you're talking about. That was fine.
That's the fun part. Never goes well.
And what possible trouble could we get into?
I don't know. Last time we left you alone, you faced an ancient dragon.
So
Well,
you
there's
better come
the
with us this time. So we don't find another dragon.
So that we walk away from another dragon instead
Yeah,
of trying to fight it.
Exactly.
I've had more than enough dragons for one lifetime. I've had more than enough dragons for one lifetime. Thank you.
I honestly think that if Tang was there to hear the dragon refer to Siegfried as the dragon did, that Tang would have brought the soup ladle out much faster than it lightning breath me in the
Tang would have stopped the shenanigans
you made a giant
target of yourself.
I just walked away from the group. And then it shot me in the face with a lightning breath.
Probably deserved it.
You're right. I walked away from the group.
Never split the party.
Yeah, be there.
It was like, the old man. Take him out.
You're not that old anymore.
I feel that old.
Well, you should after everything you put yourself through.
I'm not arguing. I'm trying to find an argument. It's not coming to me.
So who all are we gonna ask to help us out with the dragon? I know we already talked to Len.
I know we already talked to Len.
We're gonna see if we get the other death deniers.
See if we get the other death deniers. We can ask Hollow if anyone's capable of joining us.
I don't know that we can do it alone.
We can always ask the Iron Fang. Or put out a formal contract.
We don't have the money for a
We
formal
don't have the
contract,
money for
do
a
we?
formal contract, do we?
Share the spoils? I don't know.
Well, that only is going to work
Well,
if
that
people
only
are
is gonna
desperate
work
desperate to
if
risk their
people are
lives
desperate to
for a
risk their
chance
lives
at the
for
dragon.
Glory.
Squirrels.
I would think Opulent Depths would send quite a few of their people if it meant they got their shit done a lot faster.
With that mindset, we could. Don't think we could ask the Devil's Buccaneers for help,
Oh,
but
absolutely.
Oh, absolutely not.
if it betters their business,
Would you think the ODMC would help with hiring mercenaries or others
because then
to
that
help?
would open
Because
up that
then that would
waterway.
open up that waterway.
I think so. If it's worth it, or if they see that it is that the odds of success are high. I mean, we could always just bring us and the Death Anniers. That's enough badassery to take out a dragon.
Maybe not an
And
ancient.
as long as
And
Dunnan
as
doesn't
long
try
as
to fight
Dunnan doesn't
Grottle
try to
in
fight
front of the
Grottle
dragon.
in front of the dragon again.
Nah, we are past that. Oh,
I think Dunnan's over that.
I have enough with revenge. I moved on.
Good.
You see? Or we could try to get the dragon really drunk.
Yeah, maybe you can get him to do a drinking contest with you.
I mean, if we want to try to barter the ring back with me holding my breath longer than the dragon.
I think we're gonna need
a better plan to try to trick the dragon.
Or at least
Or
someone
at least
a little bit
someone
more
a little bit more
charismatic.
charismatic.
Well,
I never said it was a good plan.
I managed to persuade him to not kill us, so
Somehow.
I don't think I can convince him to just leave everything alone and abandon his horde. That's probably not gonna happen.
So a fight
Yeah,
it is.
pretty much, I guess. Since
That's
there is
okay.
no other way around.
As long
What about Finch? We could ask him and his frog.
Especially
I like that
because,
idea.
I mean, it's for the future of the
it's for the future of the card that we have to face the dragon anyway, so that we can get the ring back.
Everybody's involved.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's not very keen about facing an ancient dragon, but he was kind enough to help us in our card, so
and we have the ability to do all the research that we want so that we are much more prepared.
we for sure need some protection against electricity.
I
may
got
be
that.
able to help with that.
I may be able to help with that.
Right. Then we of course have to track it down somehow.
That's easy. We just pop up on its mountain again.
Oh.
You'll find
That's
us.
I don't agree with that plan.
I
think
don't
that
agree with that
Or-
plan. I think that
Oh, we burn a tree again. Right, Haley?
Yeah.
maybe we want the element of surprise.
maybe we
in
want the
this.
Let's
element
just
of
go for it.
surprise in this.
I feel like maybe we
Oh.
you know, help of an expert
need,
tracker.
you know, help of an expert tracker.
She is a woman, right? A girl dragon?
Yes.
Have no idea.
Yes. She seemed to know exactly where we were and what we were doing the second we set foot on that mountain. Fire
You
or
aren't
no fire?
particularly stealthy.
You aren't particularly stealthy.
No, this is true.
Like I don't know that?
Like,
Do you think that she would have
I
been
don't know
able
that.
to
Do you think
see
that she would
Lend
have been able to
or find him
see
if
Lend
he was there?
or find him if
Because he's
he was
got
there?
some pretty great stealth skills.
He's got some pretty great stealth skills.
Hey,
All right.
how
Tang. As the group of you are talking, you first. Other people hear the rustling. Split second later. Dropping down from a branch of one of the trees nearby you. A little bit perturbing, possibly, due to the fact that you did not know they were there until about now. You see. What do they see?
Mist and sparkly dust landing, and with twigs and leaves in her hair, and she's staring at you guys, locked in, completely pure focus. And did I hear that right? Do you know where he is by chance? Any shot?
I look around. Guys? Am I seeing right? Is that a
Oh
fairy?
my god, it's cuter than
Did
Tang.
we get into that
I
again?
didn't think that was
Tang is
possible.
taken aback by
Tang
that
is
comment.
taken
and
aback by that
marginally
comment
hurt.
and marginally
She
hurt.
deflates a little.
She deflates a little.
I didn't think it was
Hey,
possible. No, that's a compliment.
She's questioning her place in the party.
She's questioning her place in the party.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no,
Full
no, no,
existential crisis.
Helly runs over and
She had
Helly
this
runs
wonderful
over
spot picked out for you, Helly. How dare you?
Well, first before we tell you anything, who the hell are you?
Yeah,
Don't
no
you
shit.
just drop down on us.
Yeah, I like it when people do that.
Do you often listen in on some other people's discussions?
You know.
Yeah, that is kind of. I do often listen to other people's discussions, but generally, really, I'm here more so about the whole Lend thing. Can we? Well, yes, the owl's cute. That's really my main goal in this. I'll trade my
See ya.
for the
Okay.
knowledge you guys have on that subject. It's been a day or
Nice.
a little while since I've last seen him, and trying to catch up.
So you're his former lover or what? Why are you so keen on finding
Maybe
him?
this is the contact he mentioned.
Maybe
Don't
this is the
really see how
contact
that's
you
your business,
mentioned.
but you know your name, so like.
Len doesn't seem to be the kind of guy who'd be interested in anybody, to be honest.
Well, that is true. Very
Yes.
off-putting.
But
That is
isn't that
true.
always the way though? It's always the exact opposite. So like he's kind of
Maybe.
rough and angry, so I feel like maybe this adorable glittering fairy is perfect for him.
That's a
Yeah,
point.
Jaya is like already trying to dissolve this meet cute in her mind of like how they're gonna get Lend and this new fairy together. So just that is what she's preoccupied with. The last time someone dropped in on us, it was a good thing, right? So I mean, like that was me. So you know, maybe this one is good.
All right, at this point, I do feel like I need to clarify my interest in Lend is not romantic in nature, and he has less than zero interest in me in any form, really. Just
Why are you trying to find
That
him?
tracks.
Why are you trying to find him?
It's again none of your business right now, considering I do not know
Well-
your name, and that seems like a very basic introduction level thing. I'm not going to tell you my personal business. You see how
Well,
it is,
All
I'm
right,
sure.
the
He
rude
fucked
person who
off.
was listening in over in our discussion is asking where Land is and doesn't tell us her name.
Right.
And asking us. So,
Despite the fact that as soon as
kind of
we
weird.
were done, he fucked off and we don't know where he went.
Oh,
So
you don't
first
know?
introduce yourself.
Nope,
Maybe.
he wouldn't
I
tell
could
us.
find him,
I could find him,
but I don't know that I want to do that until I know
I
what
don't
your
know that I want to
intentions
do
are.
that until I know what
Ping
your
looks at
intentions are.
the very,
Ping
very
looks at
suspiciously.
The very, very suspiciously.
All right, all right, all right. What's with the suspicion? I'm just. Can a fairy just like hang out? Maybe you guys were in my area or something. You don't know.
No.
Maybe this is where I hang out all the time, and you guys are intruding on my territory.
Is this where you hang out all the
You're a
time, and are we intruding on your territory?
No,
You're
not even.
you're a fairy. We're taught not to trust anything you say. And we certainly aren't going to give you our names.
Okay. This seems like a lot of posturing, but really no reason.
All right, all right.
Are you a friend of Lend?
Yeah. I'm friendly enough. Whatever. Yeah, I don't really care that much about what you guys are doing right now. It's really more of that. I was really hoping to get some useful information here. It does not seem to be the case, but you guys seem to maybe tried to help. So hi, I'm Sive. You can call me Sive. Any in exchange for that, any hints maybe like where do you guys think you're gonna meet up with Lend again in the future? Do you guys?
He's gonna help us with our next major.
He's gonna help us with our next major fight.
Oh.
So if you want to tag along,
So
then
if you
you
want to
can
tag
see him
along,
then.
then you can see him then.
Stuff about dragons, maybe that seemed like a lot.
Yeah. And she gestures to the rest of the party. May have picked a fight that we have to go finish.
We had
We
a
have to
little
go
dance,
finish.
which didn't kind of go our way. So, yeah. Looking for help.
Tang has gotten a little too
Tank
close
has
and
gotten a little too
sneezes
close
from
and
the
sneezes
sparkles.
from the sparkles.
Excuse you.
I can imagine it's just the tiniest little psst, and
Yeah,
every
like the most-
every feather fluffs up.
Yes, like a Disney princess
Every feather.
sneeze.
Yes.
You know, that
Some of them are askew
Puffs
afterwards.
up to twice her size.
Jaya, add some of the comments from Hillerest. You you understand a bit of what Fey creatures are. They're typically a type of humanoid that somewhere along their lineage has been significantly affected by some touch of the spirits of the natural world and the kami, to the point that it has redirected part of their heritage up until that point, and it has manifested in different ways. They are rare and typically considered very othered. Where you come from, not that this would be something that you would actively try to do, but you'd be well aware that the rarity of a Fey-influenced creature would fetch a very high price in the markets of Karad.
All right. Keep your distance. We're not. I still don't have your names. You guys are being very rude. I honestly don't know why I even stopped to talk to you because you don't seem to know anything. You're being rude. Now you're like getting your snot all over me.
Are you hungry?
I mean, maybe I could eat.
Okay.
Tang up.
Alos is just setting up camp and has a campfire started.
Tang goes to gather. She's done with this conversation. She's very upset about the competition
for cute.
Oh, I'll go talk to
Trust me,
our
had that
new
unlocked.
arrival. Like, all right, so you gotta understand here. Yeah, there's the last time someone dropped in on them unexpectedly, and it was kind of a surprise. It was a bit of a fright for everyone involved. I may have tackled Aeolus completely, so you've already done well. You've done better than I did when I first introduced
He
myself to
was
this group.
hiding
So
in our room.
I was in a library, just happened to be in your room, and you ejected me out of that thing. So really, who's at fault here? It's you,
You shouldn't have been in our
more or less.
closet.
No, it was your closet at the time. Did I? That was abandoned.
Oops. Okay, guys. Okay.
Yeah,
We all
Um,
know each other for really weird reasons. And we're all weirdos. Except for you, Tang. Tang, you're not the weirdo. You're the only normal one. And because you know she's still listening. She marched off to go gather plants, but you know she's still listening. Let's just cut it. Are you any danger to us, my dear?
Not
Okay.
that I know of.
Would you be willing to help if your skill set matched our need?
Potentially, depending on the entertainment value.
Well, you'll
that
be
is going
highly
to-
entertained.
yeah.
Absolutely. Come on. We'll talk as we go.
All right. I'll follow along for a little bit. I'm not making any promises as to help, etc. You know, this is really more of like a. You're more interesting than staring at the termites in the tree over there. So, like, you know,
That's a high bar.
You're welcome. But, all right, okay. I'll hear you guys out.
Can't necessarily guarantee I will live as long as those termites.
You just hear
And he's
Tang
been-
yell from the woods.
been
You
trying
not
real
just hear
hard.
anything to
Tang
say
yell from
about
the
it.
woods. Not if I have anything to say about it.
Is the little owl always so, like, mouthy?
Aeolus just turns to her in absolute fear. Her name is Tang. She carries a really big soup ladle.
Is the soup ladle for hitting?
Yeah,
It
she
is.
uses it in a really
Absolutely.
Her and Siegfried are the only reasons I'm alive. Hi, I'm Aeolus.
Aw. Do you not
Shia
remember how I
on it.
saved us from the dragon? I mean, a little credit would be nice.
I meant they're healing spells.
I have life transferred to you more than once. And mass cure wounds.
And I recall
We're all trying
putting
to
my
save
hands
your
on
ass,
you.
Aeolus. Every one of us has saved your ass at least once.
There is not much ale in this whole world to ever repay that debt.
So I'm guessing you guys aren't just super clumsy, you know? This sounds like you're doing more stuff.
No.
A little bit earlier.
We're
We
reckless
just
as
have a knack
hell.
for getting us into trouble somehow, and then we just end up in front of a big ancient dragon. Well,
And then we kill it.
yeah. Well, we still have to, but we will. And before you interrupted us, I was just, we have to find its hoard. I mean, there must be really a lot of treasure inside. I mean, an ancient dragon? Can you imagine?
It's probably underwater, Dunnan.
It's loaded. Yeah. Oh, yes, magic for that.
That's true.
I mean, and I look at the orders. He can hold his breath indefinitely. So we just make him our pack mule.
Yes.
Tried Aeolus?
Yes, have me swim down to the bottom of the sea where pressure just doesn't exist. I'll be fine.
See? He's excited. He volunteers.
Wait, so we're going to the bottom of the sea? I feel like my wings don't super do well with water that much. Like, it's fine, but like, I don't. Maybe this isn't the best. Underwater? Really?
Oh no. I'm
Think
aligned.
about the treasure.
Oh yeah.
But the Tang mentioned we should surprise it or take the sneak around.
You know what
so,
though? You know what?
surprise it in
though?
its lair.
Something. What if I'm not saying we shouldn't kill the dragon because it's good for everybody, but what if Siegfried wild shaped into something that could pass as a normal undersea creature and go in and find his ring and leave? Is that
But
crazy?
usually don't dragons have like minions and stuff to protect its lair
Yeah, but
while
if
they're
it's
gone?
just some tiny little octopus just kind of doing his own thing, just a little animal, just do.
Every one of us that went is the reason or played part into why that dragon has that ring.
It's true.
I will not let Siegfried swim to the bottom of the ocean to risk his life for a piece of jewelry, no matter how powerful. If Siegfried wants to, I'll be right behind him, and I will do my damnedest to at least get one hit in on a dragon before it eats me.
It's more about your ego than anything else, because I feel like if it's a reverse, you would totally volunteer to go down, and you would not accept help from anybody else. I feel like you have a beef against this particular dragon. I'm just saying.
I am very
I smell romance. Tank flies back in.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, are you just fucking with me at this point? Just looking over at Ting, like, oh my god, I didn't see this one. Perfect.
And we're not going to railroad him into it, but we could suggest it to him and see what he says.
I think the problem is that Siegfried is very powerful magically, and the dragon would be able to feel him if it was near his hold. But we could cast locate on that ring and determine where it is and go there. So that is a good idea. We might need to go learn that spell. I don't have it.
We're kicking the dragon's arse.
Yeah, everybody distracting the dragon, and then somebody who can sneak in and get the one ring. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, that's not here or there because we're nowhere near the place.
Yeah. Are you good at sneaking around? Yeah. You.
She's not talking to me.
Yeah, it depends who you ask, but again, the underwater thing.
Yeah,
really
but we just
appeal
need
to
to.
me.
I don't necessarily think it's going to be underwater. There's also ways that we can get around that. That's not an issue.
Ancient dragons swim very good? I don't know.
Dragons.
It's almost like
a lot, you know, like
I'm sorry, though. If you think that's a lot, you're gonna have to buck up. This is a weird group. I've only been around you guys for what, a month?
Oh right. In his armor, or lack thereof, and pull out one of these symbols of evil cast that he wears. Do you know of this?
Sit down. Let's eat some food. We've got to fill her in from the beginning. Let's not
Gotta
start in the
fill her in
middle.
from the beginning. Let's not start in the middle.
Okay, Mom.
I still want to know if she knows what it is.
Tang gives Helly a very narrow, narrow-eyed gaze.
Narrow-eyed gaze.
Oh, Helly is cowed. Helly is kneeling at your feet, begging your forgiveness.
Tang fluffs herself up and starts cooking food.
Tang
for
fluffs
everyone.
herself up and starts cooking food for everyone.
I've
Helly has impulse control issues when it comes to what comes out of her mouth.
I've even been kicked off my own campfire.
They don't know this. It's just...
You have not been kicked out.
You
Come
have not
help.
been kicked out. Come help.
Literal party mom.
I'm just gonna go play with my skulls.
So I've goes
God,
over
this is one of the
staring.
this is one of the best sessions for yakety sax as a background sound and background music.
Yes. I'm just picturing Tang chasing Aeolus around the campfire with a ladle.
This Tang doesn't have to
Sorry,
move.
this
The
Tang
ladle
doesn't
can just
have
chase
to move.
Aeolus
The
on its
ladle
own.
can just chase Aeolus on its own.
No, that's
Absolutely.
This is
Sorry, so
some
what you're seeing here is actually a very good.
this is some Mrs. Weasley shit that Tang's getting up to.
Yeah, this is an accurate representation of what this group is like most of the time. Welcome to the club.
Welcome to the Bloody Mad Dogs.
This rabies vaccine.
Hmm?
Sorry?
I'm confused.
Yeah, because they're bloody mad dogs. Like, if you had a rabies vaccine, they wouldn't be mad
Oh,
anymore.
I didn't hear
Yeah.
vaccine.
Oh,
I heard
rabies
sexy
vaccine.
and got real confused.
Sexy and got real confused.
Yeah.
That was
I also
a,
heard
it was a
sexy,
wizard
I was
joke. You know, we're not funny normally, so it's just kind of, yeah. Sorry. So I'm going to ask the inappropriate question, which is, where did you come from? Because there's not a lot of you around. I'm just curious as to.
Bit of here, bit of there.
You're very cagey for someone who
Depends
started this
what.
conversation with us.
Ah,
I don't want to be rude, but you did drop in looking for information without offering any of yourself. And again, I understand the impulse to protect yourself, but if we wanted to, we could have destroyed you, 5 minutes ago. We don't want to.
Hey, I gave you
I
my
don't
name
think.
first. That was polite of me. I've heard.
You're very interested in
Yeah.
being polite, and I don't really care about being polite. I'd rather understand what the hell's going on. So that's what I would like to get to. That might be impolite of me, but we're scoundrels and scallywags. We don't need to stand on ceremony, yeah?
From anywhere particularly interesting. You probably haven't. Witchlight Marshlands, little tribe thing. You probably haven't heard of it. It's not a big deal.
Wait a minute, hold on. Back up. You're from the
Physically?
Witchlight?
Yeah. It's been a while, you know. We haven't been back there in a bit. It's really boring. You know, everyone's so small near me. It's just kind of like a drag. You know, I like stretching my neck a little bit, staring up at you giants, you know.
Can I do an insight check on that? Because it sounds kind of fishy. Dodgy.
Haha, plot twist.
Sure,
She's
inside
the
away.
one
That's
who
fine.
Cat pin cushioned Aeolus.
Seems reasonable. Dunnan, you guys weren't in the Witchlight Marshlands very long, and of regions you know of, it's probably the most steeped in superstition. Doesn't seem the most out of place, but I mean, she's tough to read in the first place anyway, so Not good.
I think there's kind of more to that story that you're willing to tell us. For now.
Right.
But I have a more important question to you. Can you hold your liquor?
Ah.
Now Jaya's hurt because Denon never asked for that. I'm gonna go join Tang by the fire.
Tang's gonna reassure Jaya that she also did not get asked to a drinking
asked to a drinking contest.
All right. I'll give up. I give you some cups. And I'll pour some from the booze hound backpack.
Oh, Tang doesn't drink
And
because she
give
doesn't hold her
everybody
alcohol well, but it's the principle.
hold her alcohol well, but it's the principle.
What are you?
You never,
Man.
you've never challenged me to a drinking thing, but I can hold my liquor.
Sure. What better than now? And I'll first give a cup to the fairy, and I'll just stand there expectantly and wait for you to drink the cup. Oh.
I don't know how. What is this exactly?
Alcohol.
What
A toast to us. To new
That seems like a
friendships.
strong word. You could drink.
I'll
first.
pour myself a cup, drink it. See? Not
That
that.
doesn't prove anything. You're a dwarf.
That
You're
doesn't
resistant to
come
poison.
on.
actually prove anything. You're a dwarf. You're resistant to poisons.
Just let her drink. And I'll get to Tang and just whisper near. Maybe then he opens up a little bit, loosen her tongue, you know?
If you wanted that, I could
He's
just
hiding
cast
something.
Zone of Truth.
I could just cast Zone of Truth.
Yeah, well, sometimes liquor is the way, the solution, trust me. So, what was her name again? Fairy Shah?
Scythe.
What? Scythe?
Yeah.
So, your cup is not empty yet.
How about instead of just randomly drinking at the first camp that we set, we just spend the night trying to understand and answer Side's first question. Yes, we've worked with Len. We saw him not 24 hours ago.
Okay, good. Because that's about when I lost. I lost him a little bit before that. I've been vaguely following him. It's been a little while, but like, did he say where he was heading?
He's not a man of many words.
He did mention a contact.
He did mention a contact,
I wonder if he was
but maybe
talking
able
about
to
you.
help us. I wonder if he was talking about you.
Possibly. Well, what kind of help do you need again? Oh yeah, what kind of help do you need again? You guys mentioned that earlier, but I was not super focused on that part of things.
You're a little scatterbrain,
Hey,
are you?
Olus
Alright.
will hold up the evil cast symbol. We're currently hunting followers, creatures of two entities.
Two entities?
Yes. One is named Evilcast, the other is Greklork.
That. Cool. Sounds vaguely familiar, potentially. I'm not really sure. Sounds fun. Is that fun for you guys?
If you like to make things explode, if you like to find random shiny things, and get to hear lots of stories on the way.
Oh. Do you guys stop off in a lot of like small towns? Any chance? How long do you spend per town, would you say? Like, is this How often are you around other people, humans kind of creatures?
When we're not underground fighting large arachnid crab-like creatures,
Okay. All right.
I'd
Now
say
you're talking.
pretty often.
I could be down for a bit of a road trip, maybe some sightseeing. I can help out. At least until I find Len, or you guys meet up with him again, or honestly, any of the Death Deniers would be probably have a better heads up on, better sense of where he is, right? So.
It sounds like a plan.
Mm-hmm.
So, is there anything else you would like to know about us, where we're heading? Is there anything we would like to ask, or that any of us who are still on the edge feel like we need to ask? I don't know. At this point, we've had Jaya and Tang almost quite literally fall in on us. Much like you. It's kind of a shtick. It's how you, I guess, wander into the Bloody Mad Dogs.
Take a little issue with the term fall. Mine was more of like a graceful descent, but glad to see I'm following in a longer trend, I guess. My main question though is, are any of you divorced, married? Like, what's the anyone have any weird
marital
situations?
status, really?
Like, what's the
Oh,
What is
God.
happening here?
We're all
anyone
horribly
you know? It's
single.
like, what's the
No, Henny,
boss? What's the gossip here?
you're in a blossoming relationship, yeah?
Um,
Thought it was going
It's
so well. Oh no.
okay.
Oh,
Kelly's blushing, but
tell me
it's
more.
If we get to Elderthorn, you can have an introduction. Until then,
Well, meeting the crew. It's like meeting parents.
mhm.
Oh God, more gossiping. Great.
Yeah.
Dang.
If it
You're always in
hadn't
the bar
been
for this part.
for Jaya,
And
all of us would be
I look over.
absolutely
I've been doing
horribly
stuff.
single.
I look over to Shia. And can you guess the reason for that?
Go drink then. You don't have to be a part of the girls' club here.
Oh, we're
I
back to
have
you.
another cup. Let me forget this night,
You
please.
can-
Oh dear
Wait,
Lord.
Dan, and who's your type then? I'll keep my eyes out.
Oh, he
Big
had his
bosom. Maybe.
eye on oh, who's the redhead?
Emil?
Yes.
Yeah, I think she swings the other way.
She does.
So
But
not much to do there for
but
me.
your type.
My type?
You thought she was cute.
Oh my, I'm gonna join the gossip club, aren't I?
We can start braiding your beard.
Ay.
You can tell us all about your type.
Are you
Oh,
trying to
okay.
matchmake me then as well? And I look over to Shia and Tang.
It's just
Because I can do that perfectly on my own.
Can you?
Yes, yes. You've
I
had
did
great
more than
success in the
you.
past.
Old man.
Oh, wait, are you interested in this? Because this could be helpful. I think this is going to be a lot of work to get these.
This
Oh,
is
my
what it's
type,
like when we
I
get
don't
drunk
know.
together.
Maybe fun, big bosom, not nagging. I don't mind blondes, brunettes, redheads. I don't know. I don't